In this video I'm going to talk about Python type cards, and later I will read myself and also explain to you user defined type cards. So user defined type cards are one of the newer features of Python 3.10. I have taken a look but I haven't tried them, so we will do that together. And let me just recap the type cards quickly. So let's say you write a function which is add to if integer. So this function should add to the input if it is an integer and then return it. So I will, and for the sake of example, let's say this function can take a string or an integer. So if a is integer, which we can check by is instance, then we will return a plus 2. Otherwise we will return it as is. Now one thing you will notice is that although we have defined that a can be string or integer, if I try to add a string here, it can show me the error, and the reason is this is instance check. So as soon as we do this is instance check, now the IDE knows that we will only come here if a is integer, and you cannot add a string to integer. And this is known as type narrowing, where the IDE is narrowing the type from string or integer to only integer. And it can also narrow it down to literals, like if you do a equal 3, then it will know that a is exactly 3. And yeah, so this is basically what type cards are. So this is one example of type card using a if statement. Another example is assert. So if you do an assertion that a should be of type int, then a will be treated as an integer. You cannot assign a string to it. Oh sorry, you can, but you cannot add a string to it. As soon as you add it, it will show me the error. The reason you can assign is like you haven't told that it should be an integer. You have only checked that it should be an integer. So if you put only int here, then it will show the error. Yeah, so assertion is one way, ifs are another way, like this. So this is generally what the type card is. You use it to check if this is of this type, then my code should treat this particular variable, like narrow the type of the particular variable. That is all this is. Now let's take a look at the user defined type cards. So this is PEP 647. I have taken a look at it, but I haven't actually tried it. So let's see. I think at the start it will talk about all of the general ideas that we have talked about. So you can see at this example, it was optional str, and as soon as we make a check that it should be not none, then type of val is narrowed down to string, and in the else statement it is none. So yeah, here are the few examples of type card. And yeah, so let's check this example. This is a good one. Let's say you have a function which takes that is a variable list of string, and it will return a bool. So, and we have a function which takes a list. So let's say anything, filter my list, or simply my function. It will take a list, and in some part of the code we want to check that if a is string list, then we need to do something with that list. Let's say I want to get the first element. Now if we take a look, then b should be string, and the reason is because here we have checked that a is list of strings, and then we take the first element of a, then it should be string. But you can see that IDE sees this is unknown. IDE doesn't know that it is list of string, because IDE doesn't evaluate this function. It only sees that this is a function which takes a list and returns a bool. It doesn't check that it is making an assertion here. I think that makes sense. So how do you tell IDE that if this function returns true, that means that A is a list of string? That is where the type card comes in, and this is the example. So type card will return a bool from what I can see. Let's search for bool. Yep. So from bool to type card, as soon as we change the return type to type card, now we are saying, okay, so this function is a special one. IDE treat this function as a special function, and whenever this function returns true, this means that the argument that was provided is a list of string, right? And how will I specify list of string? I'll set type card, and then I will specify list of string. So if this function returns true, that means that the argument is list of string. Now if we see the type of B, then it is string. And this is all about Python type card, I think, user defined type cards. So yeah, here it is converting a dictionary to type text, and that is pretty much it, I think. Yeah, I mean, I will end the video here, otherwise I can read this completely. I hope that makes sense, and I will definitely encourage you to go through the pep. And generally, like any feature you are going to use, it gives a context about why this feature is here and all of the rejected ideas. So as you can see that there are few rejected ideas for this particular feature. One of the idea was to have this as a decorator, and they tell you the pros and cons and why we rejected it, and that is sometimes helpful to know. You generally get better at understanding why you should write features one way or the other. Yeah, so I will end the video here. See you in the next one. Oh, one thing I think I forgot to mention is user defined type cards are available after Python 3.10. They are not available in Python 3.9 or the earlier versions. So yeah, make sure that you are using Python 3.10 if you want to use the type cards. So the general type cards work in, I think they work with any version of Python that supports typing, but the user defined ones, these are restricted to greater than or equal to Python 3.10. This is with any Python version excepting Python type hints. That's it for this video. See you in the next one.